No cast. We play all the schmackers.
Every Friday.
I'd be up here buzzing and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's cool.
However, I stay Gucci down to the socks.
It's Big Richie.
The Daily Note.
I be fresh to death, you be dressed to get shitted on. She think that I'm Mr. Right, but I think I'm committed wrong. Girl look like a Leo, but she one of a million. Y'all keep it 100, I'm 1,000 like a kiloton. Just look at my daddy if you wanna know who I get it from. Just look at my mommy if you wanna know how I get it done. You scared you're a meshy, you are messing with my spirit gun. Just look at my feet if you concerned with how my cities run. Size 9.5 on your ass. Keep a shoebox for the stash, many more fish in the sea. Gotta keep a line for the bass. Y'all wait in line for the clash. Me, I just get it. I ain't in the hall with a pass. I just count money, call it math. Don't fuck with you, call it science. Fuck a bad bitch, call it gym. We gon' run them laps. Y'all go on a date, but 1 a.m. is when she fuck with me. You be saving hoes and your squad look like the Justice League. I don't really fight, but if you bucking and we knuckling, you a struggle rapper. You should rap more than you struggle. I'm ambidextrous. Yeah. I can make it work, yeah. I could use my right, I could use my fucking left. I don't need no fucking help, yeah. I'm ambidextrous, yeah. I can make it work, yeah. I could use my right, I could use my fucking left. I don't need no fucking help, yeah, yeah. I got 2 hands, so I can make it work. Call me Captain Yellowcoat, put an ocean in her skirt. I'm a pirate because I get everything that I deserve, and if I don't, I fucking take it like Winona Ryder's purse. She think I be cheating, I just get my Tom Brady on. Aside from all your ass injections, what do you get going on? I don't want degrees, give me cheese, yeah, that provolone. You don't wanna fuck with me like I'm a goalie home alone. Security better let my homies in. I'll mop up y'all custodians. Ken and Kel, damn, here we go again. This is not Cat Dog Nickelodeon. Stop putting pussy on a podium. I mean, you pussy on my podium. Swim team's not a gang, a consortium. When we open up shop in Emporium, I don't fuck with basic niggas. They don't bleed but PMS. Okay, I fuck some basic bitches. All they need is PBS. She having sex with me, but I feel like she still be watching Sesame. She moved my hand away and then she said to me, I'm ambidextrous, yeah. I can make it work, yeah. I could use my right, I could use my fucking left. I don't need no fucking help, yeah. I'm ambidextrous, yeah. I can make it work, yeah. I could use my right, I could use my fucking left. I don't need no fucking help, yeah, yeah. Switch it, yeah. Now 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 switch it, yeah.
Niggas fantasize about the shit that I do daily. Like these rappers rap about all the shit that I do really. Niggas fantasize about the shit that I do daily. Like these rappers rap about all the shit that I do really.
Who this nigga from Rhode Island come through and just kill the city you reside in? I don't gotta flex or resort to the violence. The ocean stay great, don't make me bring the tide. And this is not for the low, this is for the momo. Nigga pay me everything you owe. You a so-so rapper. I do it first and you do it after. I did it on my own, thinking I need you niggas. Now I just see the figures, now I can see my ego. Might have to crop the picture, everybody folded rhyming. Where was you when I was eating all that ramen signing titties? I don't need your co-signing, let me remind him I'm ambidextrous.
You're now tuned into the No Cast. We play all the schmackers.
Every Friday.
I'd be up here buzzing and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's cool.
However, I stay Gucci down to the socks.
It's Big Richie.
The Daily Note.
You're turn me up. Yo, E, turn me up. You feel me?
Google bring the chorus.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, friends.
Shit,
We missed last week, so let's catch up. How's everyone's week?
trash.
Where was your week, Trash Rich?
Oh, Rich.
Let's go through the list of reasons.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, first
Drop
and
the
foremost,
list.
you're black in America. That's number one.
Yeah,
That's number one.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 2, I hurt my hamstring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
3, I got my identity stolen today.
Who the fuck would want to be you?
I don't know. Someone charged $900 on my credit card.
Oh,
Shit's
never
crazy.
mind. I see why they want to be you.
Hey, they're trying to ball out.
Ow.
Yeah,
What
shit
did they
was
buy?
weird. A GameStop. They spent $900 at GameStop.
Oh my god.
That's crazy because even if
In
they return it,
California.
they'll only get like $30 back. So you're not getting your money back.
For real.
You're not
So you
getting
probably
your money
bought a
back.
couple Xboxes and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that happened, and but
There's
I'm
more.
good, you know.
Oh, okay.
Some great news though.
Okay, good
You know
news,
what I'm saying?
yes.
A nigga's settlement check's about to come in.
Ah!
My lawyer
Spend a check and
contacted
get it
me.
right back. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? My lawyer called me and shit. I was like, oh, this is lit. You know what I mean? So once that check hits, once that shit's cash, I don't know none of y'all. I'm out of here. Nah, I'm fucking with you. But
I'll be
yeah,
honest with
so,
you.
You know, this week had its ups and downs for sure.
Yeah.
but I'm still here.
What about you, Yolibel?
Well, this week has been a blur for me. I've been gone for a while, just kind of like settling into my new house.
Welcome, by the way.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah,
welcome back.
Second time. How's it feel?
It feels good. I kind of looked at my last tape, and I was like, wow, I have a lot in my opinions in here. So I'm like, in my opinion.
Hey, it's your opinion. You got to
Hey,
speak it. That's it.
I have to announce them.
Welcome back.
Since you're our in-house Drake expert, we had to have you here.
Oh.
Well, I feel like whenever
just
you speak
timing,
about
you know,
Drake, I
timing.
feel like you need a female in the room to balance
Timing.
out like the conversation
That's
for sure.
anything. That's any conversation.
That's every conversation, but Drake mainly because I feel like his music's marketed towards women, like a lot of them.
For sure.
Yeah, so let's jump right into it. Drake dropped
What-
the
how
album.
was your week?
Boom. I mean, my album, my week was cool.
I was jumping right into it.
Right into
Boom.
it. Boom.
Wait,
Not-
wait. No, before we start that,
was
order of
my
business.
intro.
Females?
Woman.
All right.
Girls.
All right. So
People.
now
Equal human beings.
back to
You hear this
scheduled
guy, man?
programming.
Sorry for assuming your gender.
Anyways.
Anyway,
I love you, Yoli. I love you.
So, how was your week?
It was good, man. It was cool. I didn't get my day trail outfit, but I got a haircut today, so everything evens out.
Yeah, it does even out.
You know, I don't even like do my hair anymore. I just like throw it on the wigs. But
Also, I got a skin compliment, so that was cool.
I feel you. It's just mad work, right?
yeah.
So Drake album, let's get right into it. Scorpion dropped.
Yes, it does.
Thoughts?
Wait, first and foremost, you gotta give the background. Would you guys agree that this is the first time in a while in Drake's career where like he's not the underdog, but like he has a lot to prove? Because I feel like with Scorpion, that's what this was.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Not, first time.
First in a while.
Yeah.
More Life was a joke. He just gave it to us.
Yeah, trying to.
I think Views was the last time he had to drop a project that mattered coming off the Meek beef.
I feel
that's true, but
yeah.
he wasn't really under pressure like that.
Nah,
At
I
that
feel
time.
like with Views there was is this gonna be the classic album pressure? I think that's when
Yeah.
that started. So
Yeah.
that was that pressure, but
Which
that
it
was
wasn't.
it. With More Life, it was just like, Views wasn't it. Here you go, and then we get now we're here. So,
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah. I think that pressure has always been on Drake. It's just been at the undercurrent of his career.
Yeah.
And that's why he always talks about it in his
Yeah.
work. I feel like this was the first album where like more than ever, like
He has a lot to
whatever he's
prove.
going to say is really going to define like
Yeah.
what his career is going to be next.
Yeah.
So,
Adonis is your son, dog.
Yeah.
He gotta get Adonis that switch, yo. With that Pokemon joint.
Yeah,
Gotta
for
get him
sure.
that,
For sure.
So who wants to go first with their thoughts?
I'll go first.
Because you're probably like the least
For sure.
amount of yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll go first.
well, first I want to address the whole double album thing. You know, I saw people complaining about the
Yeah.
length of it, and I just feel like our attention spans are really short these days. I was telling Louie this. You know, I was like, break it down. He gave you two 12-track albums. So that's not
That's what he always gives you.
at once. He could have dropped one of them later on in the year. You would have felt better about it because it's
Yeah.
12 tracks. But I'm
Facts.
saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just feel like 24 tracks isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's
You
not.
know, and it goes by kind of quick. I listened to it twice today.
Yeah, no, it's a
You
quick
know what I
album.
mean?
It's a quick. It's very digestible.
But about the music itself, though, like the rap portion of it, I actually liked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, I don't like Drake. I really don't.
Ah,
But I was-
shit.
especially that second song. I was like, oh shit, smacks.
Yeah, actually, the Take Keep joint.
I don't know.
It's the non-stop record, right?
It's number
Yeah,
2 though.
yeah,
I know it's
yeah,
number 2 for
nonstop,
sure.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Block Boy's producer.
Yeah.
Yo, Block Boy, what up? You already
shit,
artist of the year?
Yeah, that song smacks. But yeah, so I was like, all right, I was semi impressed with the rap outside of it. I was like, okay. It
Yeah.
kinda took me by surprise a little bit. But then the R&B is just typical R&B Drake that I don't really like. You know, this album altogether was a Drake album. That's not what I describe it. It's a Drake album. Drake doesn't really take risks. You know what I mean? He kind of just gives his fans what they've loved for years, and he sticks to that. But the R&B side of it was kind of hard for me to get through. I don't like the. I don't really. It's not my thing, you know. Like,
Understandable.
So I never liked when Drake sings. This does nothing to change your mind. So at this point, if you're not a Drake fan, it just is what it is.
Have you heard every Drake album thus far, like through his career?
I just didn't hear More Life.
Okay.
You should probably listen to More Life. It's a good project.
I heard everything but More Life.
Especially.
Actually, More Life is my favorite Drake album.
Likewise.
It's like my one. It's my number one.
I think More Life was the perfect balance of like I can rap, I can sing, I'm Drake, I'm gonna give you some catchy joints. Here's me rapping. But Scorpion for me, I would like to say I'm a pretty big Drake fan, bigger than like most people would give me credit for. I think although none of the songs there's no bad moment on this album. It's listenable. Like it's very. You can let it go, let it rock, especially like right now in the time where like we're getting 7-track albums. The fact that he dropped a 24-track album and I can listen to it doesn't mean it's bad or anything. Yeah. But I feel like just similar to like my K.O.D. opinion with J. Cole, I just feel like Drake, just like you said, he doesn't take risks. There's nothing really new here. There's nothing like I was listening to it at work with Sudi, and Sudi was like, I feel like I heard this. I'm like, nah, it just came out. Like a lot of songs sound like other songs. Like if I took every song from his album and put him in all his other albums,
you could rearrange his whole
exactly. So I feel like as a person who wants to see artists progress, Drake doesn't do that for me. But as far as the music's good. There's like high moments. Like that song with Jay-Z to me is fire. That's a very good whole verse. That Nonstop record with Block Boy is fucking dope. Elevate's dope. I skipped God's Plan and I'm upset because I just really don't like those records.
I think we all did.
Yo, I like I'm upset, yo.
It's not that. It's not as bad as everyone says
it's
it
not
is.
awful.
I just don't.
It just came after
it
came after Duppy Freestyle, so it was like, oh,
Emotionless was cool.
Yeah, like the rap part of the rap part of this album is good, but the thing with Drake is he's a good. If you give Drake a good beat and let him rap, it's never not going to be good. Like he's a good rapper. He knows how to flow well. He knows how to like his pockets is very good. Now the R&B side, it's not my favorite. It's not bad. And just like you, his R&B isn't necessarily for me. Just I'm one of those people that don't think Take Care is the greatest thing ever. But there's moments on the R&B album that's fire. Like that Ty Dolla $ign record's fucking amazing. That record's so fucking amazing.
No, anything that Ty Dolla $ign goes on, really.
We have to talk about how great he's doing this year in general.
Absolutely.
I haven't heard much of him in general. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like people don't talk about Ty Dolla $ign's projects enough. Like Beach House, that last release. Bomb.
All the beach houses are fire.
It was it was so well put together. That was actually when I started listening to Ty Dolla $ign.
Free TC's dope too.
But I was that made me want to like check for him more. It was such a well put together like album, like concept wise, and just the way he takes us through everything. I was like, yeah.
Louis.
So this Drake album,
it's a Drake album, right?
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like the Drake album. I like both sides. I caught myself on the rap side, both on the R&B side. I might have heard it 3 times by now, but I heard the rap side one more time than the R&B side.
Okay.
So, like 2.5 times, I guess.
Yeah. What are your high points?
It just felt very... I wasn't amazed by anything. I got some points, and I was like, oh, okay, word, I like this. And it's like, nothing really amazed me. I know Drake can rap. Some of it felt like he was just rearranging things because Pusha made him, and...
there was definitely pressure in this.
Like you could hear him just like adjusting. Like you can tell he's adjusting on this. And then the R&B side, I'm just like, I never really enjoyed Drake. Like I enjoyed Drake's R&B songs, not because of his singing though. That's why in this album he's focusing more on the singing, and it's just not. It just doesn't click because I don't enjoy the singing too much. I enjoy like just the feeling it gives, not so much the singing.
Because he's not a great singer.
Nah, he's not. But I feel like even this R&B joint, it was more balanced with rapping too. Like, that's why I feel like we shouldn't call it like when he called it an R&B joint. I think we misconstrued it because it's more like he's still giving us that balance where he's like rapping too, but he's now just singing a little more.
And he's not hitting no notes. Like you never catch him singing a national anthem nowhere.
To be
like
fair,
when he sings the notes on the album, it's just like that higher pitch where you could tell it's like, ooh, you don't want to hit this.
To be fair though, a lot of niggas are out right now can't hit high notes.
That's true. That's very
like
true.
I can't really I can't name too many. I'm just saying like
Drake the least for sure. Like
I feel like I found myself gravitating towards side B more just because I feel like it had more highlights. Ratchet Happy Birthday is my favorite song.
That's a good record.
But also In My Feelings.
Good. A lot of people have liked that record.
In My Feelings
Is that the second song?
Nah, that's track 9.
Oh,
That's such a Drake title.
And
yeah.
that one's my personal favorite because it features like the City Girls. And they're this rap duo from Miami, and like I love that nod in there.
I saw you tweet about them.
Yes, I was super hype about that. And then also I loved it when he threw in for That's How You Feel, when he threw in Nicki's freestyle for Boss Ass Bitch.
That shit's fire.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
that
So
was a
I
cool moment.
definitely like I
Cool
think those
moment.
were highlights. Also, like, you know what I mean, like throwing in like Jaded, like, you know, that classic, like you're about to get in your feelings. I love Jaded. Final Fantasy. I just feel like side B, it just had all of these moments that like really like stuck with me. That's what I woke up in the morning and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna play. And then for the rap side, 8 out of 10. Mob Ties. Those
I
are
like
my
Mob
two.
Ties.
Mob Ties is dope.
And then everything else just kind of like faded into the
You
back.
didn't like that second joint?
I don't even remember it.
This joint.
I forgot. Take keys, fuck these niggas up.
Especially after the intro.
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
right, okay.
I feel like last night, like I found myself kind of like, I guess kind of like on the edge, like in anticipation, just trying to see like how is Drake gonna build momentum like in this album, and I feel like it just kind of like flatlined in a sense. Like I was wondering whether or not we were gonna get something unpredictable from Drake. Like I enjoy it just because I enjoy Drake's sound in general.
Do you ever really get unpredictable from Drake though?
No.
Like, yeah.
So
he does vary the style, but like he's still the same Drake while he varies the style. Like he'll give us different taste of
like a look alive.
things.
That
Like
was a very
when he dropped,
unique Drake.
like Hold
moment.
On, We're Coming Home. Like that happened.
Very
That was a
unique
risk,
Drake
like a
moment.
big like side, but like, you know, in general, he does give us the same like Drake essence.
Yeah,
like,
it's interesting, because it's like he does explore all sorts of
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
kinds of
the thing with Drake is he tries new things, but I feel like since his formula is very like perfected and a lot of niggas copy the Drake formula, when he does something new, it's like, oh, it's Drake being Drake, just with a twist of, for example, like the Versace moment. He's rapping like Drake, but he kind of sounds like Amigos. Like he sounds like the Migos because the Migos record.
Yeah.
But Drake has a very like distinct everything.
Yeah.
Like you can hear, you know when it's Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it sucks because like a lot of, like he says all the time, a lot of songs sound like Drake featuring Drake, and it's true. It's like this nigga can't really switch a style up because everyone ran with the style, a lot of the styles and things he does. So I don't know. I kind of feel for him because it's like he's in a position where, like Yoli said it earlier, like there's always been a lot of pressure on him from jump. He came out the biggest artist. That doesn't happen. Like the last time that happened was 50, and like for Drake's debut album, it was like, yo, this nigga needs to drop a classic because he's the chosen one. You know what I mean? He doesn't give us a classic, he gives us Take Care, and everyone's like, this is finally his moment, but he's still like, nah, this isn't
nice.
this isn't it. There's always like it's good, but like it should be here.
Yeah.
You know how like LeBron always gets like dubbed for like MVPs? I feel like that's kind of what Drake goes through. Like we expect it to be good. So like if he puts up 30, if he puts up a triple double every time, it doesn't matter because he's fucking. It's expected.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like if he fails, like you know what I mean. It's still just as like the pressure's still just as like doubly.
Just like LeBron, if he loses in the finals, we're like, fuck, this nigga lost in the finals. He's trash. But it's like, but he's also in the finals.
He's damned and chosen.
Yeah, no, you know, it's blessing and a curse. Like
I wouldn't even say damn, to be honest. Like,
well, I mean,
no
like,
matter what he drops, it just
no, it does well because his fan base is crazy. But there's always that like, there's still though Drake doesn't have a classic conversation.
Nah.
Like Kendrick isn't in that conversation. Even people would say Cole has a classic. Like Drake's one of the only big A tier artists where we're like, besides his mixtape, he doesn't have a classic. And people will mention Take Care, but there's people like me and you who are like, not a classic. So I feel like although he's the biggest artist, he doesn't have the college dropout. He doesn't have a Reasonable Doubt. He doesn't have an Illmatic, and I really feel like that haunts him.
But wouldn't Take Care kind of be that in a sense?
Take Care would be
it's a defining album, but it's not a classic.
Like
yeah.
I mean, it's classic.
It's definitely a defining album.
When we talk like
classic albums.
Yeah.
When we talk classic albums, we don't bring it up because it's not a classic hip hop album. Drake doesn't have that yet, and I feel like that really bothers him.
Yes.
Does he have a classic project all around? I would say Take Care is a classic project because when it dropped, time stopped.
That's true.
And like when I remember it leaked on Twitter and it was like
when Crew Love dropped.
Yeah, like it was, you know what I mean? We were like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marvin's Room
was
owned
a
the
moment,
there was like 47,000 remixes.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have a remix. You know what I mean?
Somehow.
Yeah, there's mad Cape Verdean versions of shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
out
mean?
there, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, although this album is good, it could be better, but that's just kind of the story of his career.
Pusha heard it, honestly. Like, a lot of them lines are cringeworthy on this album. Like,
Yeah.
when he's
Yeah,
trying to
it
address
happens.
the beef. Like, there's a part where he says, oh, the wise men don't respond or some shit like that. I was like, man, you got body. That's why you didn't respond. Stop
Yeah,
it.
nah,
Like, it
it's.
just tries to make it seem like I'm just cool down in the cut and don't talk,
I will
you know?
say though,
I
That's
mean,
why I didn't
Pusha
diss him,
went
like-
scorched earth on him.
Yeah.
Like, Pusha really left no room, left nothing, no soil for Drake to even try to grow a stride.
Especially with how like 0 to 100 it went. It was like bang to like done over
Yeah, I
right
would've
here.
owned my loss, honestly. I'm that type
But
of
I
nigga.
feel
Well,
like
he
I feel
definitely.
Like he did.
I would be
I
like,
feel like he did.
I got body. You know?
I feel like he did own it, but I think again, like his
He-
expression of that was, oh,
You
He
could
took
just
the-
tell
take
he
the higher road
adjusted.
He
now.
took the mature route though, because everyone on Twitter was on some like, I hope this nigga's on some like, don't come for the kid, blah blah blah. Like he was rapping like, you know what?
Yeah.
I took this L, but guess the fuck what? I'm about to
still
drop
gonna
this
drop
double
it.
disc,
Nah,
nigga,
I
and it's
definitely-
quiet for y'all.
I think Drake, like that's a thing. I feel like people don't give Drake, like, I always say that Drake is my favorite rap nerd because his breadth of knowledge in terms of like just like musicians and artists in general, like at all tiers, whether it's indie people or just like older people. I'm
He's
like,
on it.
Yo, it's always on the undercurrent. So I think he's always really like cognizant of where he fits in this bigger picture.
Yeah.
And so I think he understands, maybe, like, this is how I'm thinking, like, you know, trying to put myself, I guess, in, like, I don't know, Drake's head. I'm like, I think he's thinking about his legacy. And, like, he knows at the end of the day, him dropping another diss track, like, I feel like that would have messed him up more than him just, like, ignoring it and just accepting that.
Well, that's the thing that sucks about being someone as big as Drake. Like, and he's talked about it before. He's like, if I diss you, like, you win. If I don't respond, you win. Like, it's
I think
he can't win because he's the
like,
biggest. You know what I mean?
it
Well, Meek
wasn't-
didn't
yeah,
win at all.
it wasn't
His
out of
situation.
reason.
No, I know, but like at the same time though, if we went back to the Meek diss and it was actually good disses between the two, then it would have been more of a conversation. But Meek didn't respond to like a year later,
true.
so it was like it wasn't a beef. It was Drake bullied that little nigga. You know what I mean? Like let's be like Drake bullied Meek Mill,
Yeah.
and like no matter how we talk about it, no matter how niggas want to flip it, and no matter how niggas want to defend Meek, he bullied him. He dropped a diss track and then dropped a second diss track, then dropped a third diss track, and then dropped and just.
So no matter what, at the end of the day, is this Drake with this album Scorpion doing damage control from everything that just
This
occurred?
everything that's
Like, is
happened
this-
since Pusha T has said Adonis is your son has been damage control.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Like,
Hold
yo,
on,
yeah,
you
I
go.
think that, like, again, like, as I listened to Scorpion, I couldn't help but think about Pusha T. Pusha T
hurts.
was in the
Did you
back
did
of
you
my
just
head
hear
all
yeah
the time.
every randomly?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See,
Was that a
Yo.
real
yuck?
quick though, I want to address something you said. So like,
What's up?
yeah, me got bullied, but he's like the little kid that caught the bully with one good kick in the nuts. Like, you know what I mean with that Quentin shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But,
he's there.
Yeah, no facts.
He
But
made
yeah,
his mark.
like
Yeah.
Pusha definitely, like the spirit of Pusha definitely haunts you. Listening to this.
No,
And, like,
it definitely the spirit of Meek and Push haunts Drake because a
Yeah.
lot of Pusha
Yeah.
T this was like piggybacking out.
Yeah,
You don't
it
write your
was.
songs, nigga, because that's what infrared basically was.
That's where it starts. Yeah.
It starts
But
with
you hang around with Kanye.
you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
then he responds. then that's when he tells us Adonis is his son. You know what I mean, and his woman has a
If
statue.
you listen closely though on this album, Drake is taking subtle shots at Pusha.
He's still doing subs.
No,
yeah.
no, no,
He's
no, no,
still
no, no.
taking subs.
There are
One
a
of
lo-
those skits
He's
was
still
like
gonna
a
do
shot.
subs.
There's
Yeah.
good music shots all over. There's
still gonna
Kanye shots
sub.
in there. There's
Yeah.
Pusha shots in there. There's like but that's how
Yeah,
he
again,
raps.
Classic
Yeah.
Drake, he's always, like, scattering his little, like,
Yeah, no, he's always
darts
gonna
throughout.
attack
His dark
Smalley.
angst.
But it's a futile effort.
Him and Jay-Z do this where like no matter
Yeah.
what, no matter you guys can be best friends, but Jay-Z and Drake are always gonna throw small little shots at you, and if you know, you know. But I think for like everyone's sake, it's gonna stop because you know like as much as like Drake wants to beef with Kanye, he also wants to work with the nigga. You know what I mean? and we
Yeah,
see it on this album.
conflict
This
of
nigga
interest.
will work with people who don't fuck with him. He has Jay-Z on the album yet again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like
It's been a while, but yet
as
again.
much as
'Cause
as
it's not real at the end of the day.
it's not real, but it's
Nah.
definitely competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm on the court, you're on the court. I'm trying to drop 30. You know what I mean? And that's their relationship. And I feel like that's the Kanye Drake one. I feel like Pusha likes Drake musically, and I feel like they like each other. Like I know there's a respect there somewhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think,
well,
you know, as with all opponents, like, you know what I mean, there's always going to be some sort of
Respect.
Like, respect. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going against you, like, as my, like, parallel. Like, by default, I would
Yeah.
kind of respect you, even though I got to, like, just, like, body you by any means. But
Yeah, because give or take another year or two, we're about to be on a song together, probably. You know.
I don't see it happening just because like the way Pusha T moves and the way Drake moves.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I see like a Drake Meek Mill record happening. I see like a Drake Tory Lanez record
But I
happening.
think there's already rumors going around of a Drake and Meek Mill record.
I wouldn't be
believe
shocked.
Rumors about all of them,
I believe
actually.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard a Tory thing, too.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm
been
pretty-
in the vault, too. Yeah.
I'm sure they
Tory,
all.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
in the
it's
vault.
the turnaround. I think it'll be a good moment for OVO Fest.
Yeah.
Is that soon?
I actually know, like, I
It's
never
summer,
know when
I
it is.
think, probably.
I think OVO
Fall?
Fest is like an August thing or an
Like
October thing.
late summer.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Oh, probably
Probably
October. October's
yeah,
very
that makes
young.
more
Yeah.
sense. Like around that time. Yeah, that makes
So we
sense.
like Scorpion,
Yes.
expected more, but it's a Drake album at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and
I'm not gonna
we're
listen to
okay
it
with
anymore
it.
My
after
final
today.
thoughts are just thinking about, okay, where is this gonna fit in the bigger picture, and only time will tell.
Yeah.
Surely. So
It
that's
won't.
That's
It'll
my closer.
go.
Well, I mean,
kind of by the
he's about to
wayside,
do the tour with
I
the
think.
Migos.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I mean?
about to
So-
tour with this
Yeah,
shit.
but I think this album is gonna kind of like be
Come
like
and
the
go?
rest of his albums. Like it's just gonna, be there.
So here's what I think is gonna happen. I
Okay, I
predict.
feel that,
I
yeah.
predict during this tour, a lot of things are gonna happen. Like I think he's gonna bring Meek out. You know what I mean? I feel like he's gonna like address a lot of things live on stage.
Yeah.
And I think
I
think
bring Adonis out.
huh?
Adonis
gonna-
with
I
the
ju-
switch
he-
in his hand.
He's
He's gonna
the
raise him up like Simba.
yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna be
shit.
like, Adonis, I present to you.
The world, they're
Adonis.
ready.
Adonis is my son.
But I think right now
6.
it's a good album. If you're a huge Drake fan, this album's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, like I'm
I'm
not
not
mad
either,
yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm
It's
gonna be tweeting song lines also.
I'm good.
Right? That damn pusher.
it's
I'm
good.
content,
It's
yeah.
good music at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
Drake never really disappoints musically. I just want
Yeah.
more from my A tier artists. But at the end of the day, like anyone who's on his level, whether it's Ye, whether it's Cole, whether it's
Yeah.
the guys I consider there, I always want more for them because like, I
Yeah.
know what they're capable of.
Exactly.
I know Drake is capable of a classic if he really buckles down and gives us that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like. It's always gonna be good with him because he doesn't miss, but it's like I want more.
Yeah.
Like
but
it's
we're
a-
still gonna enjoy it.
I'd
but
give it
we
like a
want
7.5 out of 10,
more.
which is good.
Yeah.
Counting the R&B album together, yeah, I'm probably around there too.
The R&B album is what makes it a
Yeah, like I feel, and that's
Oh,
average.
see, I'm
You-
opposite.
That's like
Yeah.
a what, C plus? You can get to a
Yeah.
college with a C plus.
Yeah.
So like, good.
That could be a
Yes,
76.
C+,
Yeah.
B minus. If
Yeah.
you're being generous. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So shout out to Drake. Who knows? Maybe it'll grow on us. Maybe it'll not. Maybe it'll just we'll be talking
Maybe.
about it today, and tomorrow we'll be talking about a Freddie Gibbs album or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the record, Pusha definitely won.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. No,
for
we
sure.
knew that. We
So
knew
just
that.
the
We knew
Pusha
that
like
with
that,
with
Yeah, I
the
knew it
blackface.
too, but this really,
yeah.
like,
Like declared
Shit,
Pusha.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
for
Pusha T
sure.
wins.
On wax, that's
there's
it.
no argument after that.
No.
His
We
album.
don't. I don't think anyone's. I feel like even Drake fans are like, no, Pusha won, but his album smacks. I feel like that's kind of the sense.
Yeah,
We
of
can
it.
do that.
don't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
you know what I mean?
that's
Don't
the
work like
asterisk
that.
there.
Yeah,
like,
like-
but
That's not how it
the album
works.
smacks, you
It's
know?
not any of
I
this
mean,
works.
The
we
album
ne-
still
no one,
smacks,
no
I
one
mean.
ever really thought Pusha T was gonna kill this nigga's career where he would never drop again. You know, like no one with a good functioning brain, thought that it was,
This was
over
it.
for
It's
Drake.
over.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were just like, now there's more asterisks to his name, and he's gonna drop.
Yeah.
He's gonna drop the next R&B record, and it's gonna go crazy. And here we are.
Yeah, that's it.
Real quick, before we end this, I wanted to point out a Drake line that was really trash. He said, "I don't got time for the rah rah nigga. I'm a da."
What's the next subject?
That horrible bar
Okay,
aside.
that-
That horrible
that's
bar
so-
aside.
Cringeworthy.
Yeah,
Segueing
that was
into our
a.
next topic.
Given that horrible bar aside, it was a good album. We'll take it. Thank you, Drake.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Word.
it. I
That
don't need
just
you- I
that
don't
just
need
wraps up.
I don't need another Drake album until 2020 for real.
It just wraps up a good June in which a bunch of other albums.
amazing
drops.
June.
Let's talk about the Tiana Taylor album. How are we feeling about that? Real
I
quick.
didn't hear it, so
Damn
yeah,
it, Rich.
That's why we have Yoli.
Yoli, you started
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
How did you
So
feel?
I
Let's
did
just
give-
do this.
Yeah, I
real
actually
quick.
gave it a listen today.
Mhm.
I liked it. It was feel good music, grown and sexy R&B.
Yeah.
I love that Teyana featured Mickey Blanco on there. I just feel like the track could have been different.
Mhm.
Issues was a hater, and yeah, I'm not mad at the album. I'm happy that Teyana put out a good project. You know, rooting for her.
Yeah, for sure.
So walking into like this album, I can honestly say, although I've known about Tiana Taylor like her whole career,
Yeah.
I've never been one to be like I'm checking for the music. Like I know I'm familiar with like records she's been on. I'm
Yes.
familiar with the fact that she can sing well and she can dance well. So this project to me is her debut, although I know she has another project.
Yes.
So walking
sense.
into it, I didn't have any
Yeah,
expectations.
general public would agree.
Yeah.
Like,
And walking out of it, I'm impressed. In a world right now where like a lot of the top tier R&B artists just aren't that good, I feel like she delivered a very good grown R&B album. Like to piggyback off Yoli, I feel like it's it's a great project. If you like R&B, like the singing's great, the fucking production's amazing.
Yeah.
I can live without Work This Pussy, but since it's the 7-track thing with everyone else, I'm gonna act like that song doesn't
Wait,
exist.
what's the name of the song again?
Work That
WTP.
Pussy, yeah.
But the-
WTP.
I wanted
But
you to say the whole thing.
The thing with that record though is that's not for me. And
Yeah, it's not.
as someone who understands like marketing, I know that's gonna be the song that gets the raunchy video, that gets her dancing her ass off, sweating. Like I know what it's for.
Yeah.
Cause she's a sex symbol. Like when you think of Tiana Taylor, you think of how fucking fire her body is. You think about how well she can dance. You think about like, oh, Tiana Taylor, she's popping. She dresses well.
I remember when I first like saw like Tiana Taylor on like My Sweet 15. I feel like that episode changed everyone's life. But I feel like me, you know
she's
what I
popping.
mean, like being like a young teen, I was like, yo, like it was that I was like, yo, I need to be like an individual. I need to be the most me that I can be. So Tiana will always have like a special place in my heart off the strength of that.
Yeah.
But you know, it always was a question, you know, whether or not she was gonna deliver, and she did.
I think she did.
did.
Not
I
only do I
definitely
think she delivered, I think she delivered like well. Like I think coming off of like she came after 2 Kanye projects. She came after Nas. She came after Pusha. She came after a lot of things. So
especially in between all of this like Pusha and Drake shit.
Yeah,
in
like
that
I
too.
feel
I just said that damn Nas.
she minded her
She
business.
minded her damn business
and she
just
dropped
waited.
a good project. And I
Yeah.
feel like right now she's getting the respect she deserves. I've seen nothing but positive reviews,
Yeah.
and it's not even the real album apparently.
No.
Apparently, there's more samples that weren't cleared. So the finished album comes out sometime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where it's gonna be
some shit like that. Yeah.
It's like it's just gonna be like more. Some samples weren't cleared. Like I heard like the Rose what's the record called? A Rose in Harlem.
Rose in Harlem. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard like the original record's a whole different beat because a lot of the
That's
samples
crazy.
didn't get cleared.
That's
So we're gonna get a whole new thing. Well, not a whole new, just updated. Just kind of like what Life of Pablo was. Like we kept getting updated
Yeah,
versions.
like random things here and there. Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda
so
like-
based off that listen, then I'll definitely be checking.
We're
that
getting the
out.
DLC version tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's kinda
We're getting
like
the DLC
they
version.
drop games and they're like, oh, it's
Yeah,
broken right now, but we're gonna fix it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna get patched real quick.
I
That's
think
it. Yeah.
I'm just happy though because it's like she's been. I was reading
But you're
into.
still gonna play the game.
Yeah.
While you wait. Yeah.
I was reading
Yeah.
into her career. Like as we all know, she was signed to Pharrell for Dumb Long.
Yeah.
Got dropped. Signed to Kanye in like 2011.
Kinda sat there.
Almost got dropped.
Yeah.
She was on Cruel Summer. She was on My Beautiful Dark. She sold
really
Moments
good
of
song,
Greatness,
Cruel
but it's
Summer.
like
just wasn't really like.
it was kind of like the Sci High thing. She
Yeah.
was just waiting her turn.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And now that her turn's here, I feel like she took full advantage of it, and I
Yeah.
think she's gonna be. I feel like at the end of this year, if she delivers great visuals and does a great tour, I think she'll be like in that conversation where like she could be one of the illest R&B people out.
Because she can essentially drop another EP or a project,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
like-
quick.
Because
12
come on,
song
it's been like
and-
6 years. We know she has more music.
Yeah,
It's so
like
interesting. It's like
come
I wonder,
November
like,
or some shit. You know.
and like I think about it all the time. I'm like, how did she end up being, I guess, like such a sleeper, like musically? You know what I'm saying? When she can sing.
I think it's
Yeah.
because she's known for so many
It's
other
her
things.
handling too. That she wasn't
Yes.
handled correctly.
But like I feel like it's the whole like she's like when you think of Tiana Taylor, I feel like music's the last thing that comes up.
Yeah.
Like if you ask
That
someone
too.
like a month ago, like 2 months ago, like oh, what do you know Tiana Taylor for? For being a bad bitch, for having a
Yeah.
crazy body, for being in the fade. There's a lot of things next to her that are just like oh, by the way, she also sings.
Yeah.
And I feel like
There's
ki-
also one more added thing. She's
Iman
gonna have a
Shumpert,
show now,
maybe.
so people are gonna find
does
her
have a show.
from. She's gonna
Yeah,
find her
the
from the
show's
show.
already
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she's known
gonna
as
be like,
Iman
oh, what
Shumpert's
does she do?
wife.
Oh,
She's
she
known
did.
as she's
I don't know
known
why
as
she did the show.
yeah.
Yeah, it helps.
music.
So
All
I
helps
feel
each other,
I
yeah.
feel like now that she put out like now we know she can put out good music, and now since Kanye did the album, we know her label's behind her. So now I feel like okay, everything that happens next is gonna be what makes her into a star.
Yeah.
Because I think she can be a star. She's still really young too.
Yeah.
She's like 27.
Yeah. I feel like she's already a star in her own respective
I,
right.
I feel
She's
like
got a-
musically she'll be
Yeah,
a star.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I feel like musically she's gonna become a star, and she did something really smart. Her and Rihanna are friends now. I just have to point that out.
That's very smart.
Oh.
I want to
Very,
point
very
that out because
smart.
Rihanna really
Very
low
smart.
key kills careers.
She does. She can do that.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
Very
niggas remember
easily.
that beef, but like
Oh,
that
no.
shit was.
Rihanna has some of the best clapbacks of all time. I think about the time that she bodied Sierra casually. She was like,
We'll
and
never
then-
forget.
Good luck.
Good luck booking that stage you speak of.
Yo, I think Rihanna single-handedly killed Sierra's career. like there's a lot of low key things that's happened where that Rihanna has done that we're just like okay.
That's
She
a-
killed
I think it's just
Snapchat.
coincidental. Sierra
No,
was
it's
just-
cool. It's definitely coincidental, but like I feel like
it's a definitely there too.
yo her powers
I want to embroider.
large.
I want to embroider "Good luck booking that stage of" on like a little like heart pillow and just have it in my.
Literally, like if you go under Sierra's comments now, niggas still comment that, and it's been like
Yeah.
10 years.
been
Like
a
that was
while.
when
She
that's
got
when
Russell
Twitter.
Wilson, she chilling.
Now she's good. Shout
But
out
you
to
know,
Sierra.
shout out to Sierra. No, Sierra stays in her lane. You know, has her family.
She minds her business.
So
Yeah.
you know,
So we
Sierra's
feel
in a
like
good place.
so we feel like Tiana Taylor is going to only evolve from this. Is what we're
I
thinking.
think this is her official debut.
Yes.
And I think she has a lot more music in her. I feel like she's gonna be over a lot of like records.
Yeah.
If she writes her own music, she's probably gonna start writing too, because her writing's really great. Like
I can see that. Yeah.
like her whole package is great, and I feel like she's gonna be bigger than she even thinks she is gonna be. Like I think she has the potential to be a star, and she's the only girl besides Shake signed to good music.
Yeah.
So she's like the first lady of good music. I feel like there's a lot that's gonna happen with her.
I think
Shout
she
out to
needs
her for being patient.
Yeah, like speaking of that, like I think she needs to be able to do things like kind of without Kanye. Like she needs to be able to kind of be independent in her own right.
Yeah.
And be able to go get those producers and just put out mixtapes and do shit like that.
Well, she's dropped mixtapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this gave me the feel that she hasn't put out an album because she's waiting on Kanye to not
even the
fuck
way
around.
it dropped too.
You know
Like
what
it
I
dropped
mean?
a
It's
little
just like-
late.
Yeah,
You know?
well, I mean,
I feel like she should be able to have enough pull.
That was a
in this
sample thing
game
probably.
to-
Yeah, but you know.
like,
But maybe now, since like because I don't know her streaming numbers, but it seemed like everyone was very excited. But so maybe now that her label is gonna start believing in her more, she'll be
Yeah.
able to drop more music, drop more visuals.
The public cares. Is
Yeah.
what's happening here
'Cause it's
about the
like-
music.
I understand
Yeah.
from a label standpoint. Why am I gonna drop an album? No one gives a fuck. Why am I gonna invest this money, this production, these features, like all this if it's gonna drop and everyone's gonna be like, who gives a fuck?
Will I
'Cause
make my
if
money?
2 years
That's the
ago,
point,
if
yeah.
Tiana Taylor dropped this debut album, we wouldn't care. Honestly, like,
less, at least,
we at this
Yeah.
table, we wouldn't care.
Yeah, at
Like,
least,
what
yeah.
got me excited for this album was like, oh shit, Kanye's producing it. So like, he believes in his artist. Let's check this out. Because it was we never questioned her talent.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Her thing is, I compare her career very similar to Cardi B's, where again she's known for a lot of things. So like, a lot of Cardi B's career thus far has been proving to like she can rap.
Yeah,
And I
'cause
feel like Tiana
even
Taylor
the project
has to
she dropped
prove
before,
that she
yeah.
can make music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's different because
and Cardi had to prove she could rap.
Yeah. For us for the public
Yeah.
to really care, she dropped a few
Because
projects and had to drop Bodak
when Bodak Yellow
yeah.
was popping, a lot of niggas were like, okay, well, this record's cool, but like, can she make an album? When she
There
drops
you
a good
go.
album, you know what I mean?
There
Like,
you go,
there's
yeah.
always like a question to her.
It's just my bad. It's just a funny feeling because I know she don't write her shit. So it was like prove she can rap. Like, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, is that official? I feel like she has a hand in her writing.
I think she has to have a
I think
hand, but
everyone
like
has a
everyone
hand,
has
but,
everyone has
like-
like
No, I don't.
what
I
degree?
honestly, I don't think someone gives her a piece of paper with 16 like
not all the time.
I
At
think
least
I-
not
No,
all
I
the
just
time.
think, personally, I always take it like whenever, like, you know what I mean, like a female rapper is rapping, I always take it for what it is. I'm like, I'm like, you did it. Just because, you know, I feel like for all female rappers, even Nicki, who, you know what I mean, is one of the greatest, like the greatest, like, female rapper, you know what I
she
mean?
might be one of the best rappers, like
And just one of the best rappers in general.
of this generation.
You
I
know,
would
this
say, like, I
generation,
know you
yes.
hate her, Rich, so keep your comments to yourself. But like, we're not gonna sit here and deny her
No.
fucking impact. You know what I mean?
You know?
Okay,
Like,
but
Nicki is
I
impactful
just-
in her own right. And then, again, it's like,
There's an asterisk next to her because
for women, it's always
Yeah.
like the artistry is always up for dispute, and then we have someone who is nice, filthy, but just like obviously has just like her problematicness.
I
which out of
think
her work.
Azalea
Azalea.
Banks. We know. I knew this was
we
going.
see you.
I mean, I
And
like
then-
Azalea Banks as a
And
rapper.
there's a lot of like female rappers slowly on the come up that are like having their moments, that are about to have their moments, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, no.
Like Rico Nasty.
I like
Yeah, it's
Rico
coming.
Or
Nasty.
like Asian Doll, who just got signed to
Sad
Gucci.
17, yeah.
Shout out to light skin Keisha too. That's gonna. Be
Oh,
fun.
shout! Yo, are
That's
you
gonna
hip to
be
Light Skin
fun.
Keisha yet?
You've told me about her, but I haven't listened to
Yo,
it yet.
listen to me.
That's
She
gonna
just
be
dropped this record
That's gonna
called
be fun.
what's it called?
Treadmill?
It's called Treadmill. It's the most ratchet, beautiful record ever. Light Skin Keisha's popping.
You're gonna love
Like
it.
she's my favorite female rapper right now.
Do you listen to Cuban Doll at all?
Yeah,
I like Cuban Doll.
I like.
too. I like Cuban.
To me, Light Skin Keisha's a better version than all of them because she's
that
like,
makes sense,
yo, like like she can flow well. Like her production's dope, but like shout out to all the female rappers. Shout out to
Yeah,
all the
for
rappers.
sure,
Period.
for sure.
I don't. Yeah.
But yeah, no, bringing it back. Yeah, for women, it's always like up for.
Does she
dispute.
write? Blah blah
Yeah.
But,
blah.
like,
Yeah.
with Cardi, I feel like my only beef with Cardi in general though is that Cardi just has not found her own flow yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds.
A lot of her
she sounds
songs are
awkward at
covers of other
times,
songs.
and yeah, yep. And
But I feel like her
flows,
album
yeah.
shows that like she can be versatile. Like there's
Absolutely.
records on her album. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect this.
Yeah,
This
like-
is good.
Yeah, like Cardi has shown process. Like you know, she shows like promise, and it. But like, and like when people were talking about like gangsta bitch music, I don't even like the people that did
Yeah.
listen. Like people were saying she could rap, but. So someone had literally said, "Oh, she can rap, but this is too hood or like this is too hardcore."
It's
for,
also
like, a
called
woman." I'm
Gangsta
like,
Bitch. It's called Gangsta Bitch
Drop
Volume
push all the
1.
time.
Yeah.
It's literally called Gangsta Bitch Volume. I expect nothing
Yes.
but raunchiness
Exactly.
and
I mean,
and
she's sipping a Corona as a nigga gives her head on the cover.
that's
Like,
probably
That
one of the
she
best
is.
covers of all time.
That she is.
So Tiana Taylor, she still has to kind of prove herself, but like she's in the right direction, like
Yeah.
for sure.
in a
For
good
sure.
place.
She's an
in a
incredible
good
place. I feel
place.
like she has space to grow, and she's basically a new artist. Although it's crazy. She's been there for like over a decade,
Ever, yeah.
but she's basically a new artist.
Yeah, but there were a lot of people that came out, emerged like that were like in the game.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
Like a
I
two-
can
like
think of,
2 Chainz.
J-Rock or something
Like
that,
2
just-
Chainz. There's a bunch of artists who
Yeah.
like they get on later on in their career, and it's a beautiful
Chilling.
thing because it's like
Exactly, you know?
patience is key.
Patience is very
Everyone
key.
will have
Patience
their
is a
season. You just gotta be
virtue.
ready when it's time for you to be up to bat.
Yeah, that's true. And
So-
Nas was also up to bat with his album rollout the week before Tiana Taylor. How do we feel about that Nas joint?
Can I go first again?
Wait,
Yes,
no.
please.
Since you're the biggest Nas fan, you go last. Just because you probably have the most to say.
All right, true.
So with me, I love Nas. If I made you a top 5, he's in there. This album, if I knew it was gonna sound like this and I knew it wasn't gonna deliver, he could have just kept it and I would have waited longer.
Yeah.
Now, is it a bad album? No.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Not at all.
But is it good? I don't know.
Cool.
There's moments where I'm just like, oh, this is really cool. Like Adam Eve's a
It's
dope
not a
record.
Nas album.
You know, it's
Point
you know,
blank, period.
Adam
It's not a
Eve.
Nas album.
There's a good part. That the third record, the fucking it's talking about spitting
White
on girls
Label?
during sex and shit.
The one after
White
the
Label,
Slick Rick.
right?
Yeah, well, that shit's fire.
Yeah, I like White Label.
The cops shot the kids. It grew on me. Like
It did
there's-
grow, like
on me
I
too.
ignored the beat and it grew
Yeah.
on me. I was
So
like,
there's
alright,
moments
cool.
of like, wow, like
He's
Nas
not
is dope.
spitting on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like for the first time, for me as a Nas fan, I'm like, damn, maybe my legend might sound outdated. Maybe my legend just isn't updating his flows as much as he should. And it's sad for for that to happen because like I don't consider him. I've never considered Nas a washed rapper.
Never.
And I still don't think he's washed. But it's like you can tell like the one thing Jay-Z does really well that Nas does it. He really like gets like he knows how to rap currently current times where Nas is like this is that Nas flow from Illmatic all the time.
It's not even Illmatic.
But you get like it's a very like it's nothing
I know
new.
what
Like
you mean,
the
though.
way
Yeah.
Jay-Z rapped on that Drake record today,
Yeah.
that's a newer Jay
That
sound
is.
where like a lot of Nas
Where it
is like
sounds new,
yeah, you know what I mean?
it's
Like I
fresh.
feel like Nas kind of struggles with keeping up with the times. And like he's a legend and an OG, so he kind of doesn't have to. But for like what is out right now, it just didn't live up to like what it was supposed to be. Especially like with because Nas and Kanye, they have an incredible track record.
Yeah.
We Major, can't like Stop Dreaming. Like
Still
they have
Dreamin'.
Still Dream rather.
Yeah.
Like they have an incredible track record. So it's like I thought the Nas album was gonna be the best album.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's my least favorite good music release is like
I didn't. Honestly, it didn't surprise. Like, even though I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even listen to the album. In 2018, I'm not checking for a Nas album just in general. Like, I am good with like what I mean. Nas's-
Understandable.
I'm
Understand.
satisfied with Nas's like earlier work. and
Yeah.
Just being like, I'm not like just because even just hearing him in random verses where I'm just like. For example, even thinking like say I don't know Maybach Curtains, I'm just like every time I hear Nas's part, I just cringe a little bit. I'm just like, oh. So besides that, and just like in light of like Khaleesi's like coming out, who I love
Yeah.
more.
He
I'll-
didn't
just,
address
like,
that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good.
He didn't address
I
that
feel
either.
that.
I wish
for
I
sure.
would I did. We
That
kept
hurt
talking
me.
about that on the podcast. So I wish he would talk about it. If anything, he made himself.
He completely shrugged it off.
Yeah, like he just acted like it didn't happen.
And it kind of
Yeah.
weirdly worked.
I mean, his
I
first,
see what you mean. It did. Yeah. It's
I-
just like it
Are
just went along.
Are we shocked though? Like, are we shocked that no one's still talking about the Fab thing? Like, are we shocked that
No,
a
we're
rapper in domestic
Well,
abuse
Yeah.
just got swept under the rug?
Real
No,
quick,
but I feel like with Nas, I would have thought that it would have been a bit more different just
'Cause he's an
because
OG.
He's
Yeah.
known for being, I guess, like
Our
one of the
dad.
more
I did too,
introspective rappers.
until
and
I learned,
whatnot.
I did too until I learned that like his daughter's mom accused him for the same thing. I didn't even. She put that in her book. Apparently, I didn't even.
Oh,
know that. I
shit.
never even heard of that shit.
Me neither.
So
That's
now I'm
wild.
just like, okay, so Nas obviously just doesn't be talking about
Yeah.
it.
He's a
Yeah.
monster, is what you're saying.
Possibly.
But yeah,
Possibly.
but
Oh
other
shit.
than that, yeah, Yoli's not checking for a Nas album in 2018.
I
Yeah, I feel that.
when it dropped, I kind of let it go because again, I couldn't get the stream. I eventually got the stream. Like, I didn't care for it after a day or two.
Yeah,
I
it
was like,
took
all
forever to
right.
drop
And
it.
then I eventually like checked back again, like 2 or 3 days later. I was like, all right, word. I finally got the stream. So I got to sit with it. Like, but it wasn't until the week after where the Tiana Taylor album dropped. I was just like, all right, let me actually listen to this Nas. And I was like, all right, but it's a cool sounding. I don't
it's
know,
cool.
man. It's like, it's not, like you said, it's not bad. It's just like,
Not
you
great.
could just hear it's not like, he's not the most comfortable that he wants to be on this album right now. It's just like, you hear the old flow, the old breath. It's just like, it doesn't sound like he's invigorated while doing this. It's
Yeah.
not the album that we wanted.
Yeah.
Nas' album was done.
It's
That
not a
was
Nas
it.
album.
This isn't the Nas we want. This
Yeah.
isn't it.
I am
Even though he
curious
does
though.
give us good bars and like good songs, like it's just
There's some
not
cringe.
it.
There's some cringe moments too. And that's
There are.
weird.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's some.
There
There's
are.
like I want to say track two. Track 2 is cringeworthy. There's like a track where he's just like rapping way too like he's just kind of offbeat, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, like what
Yeah,
would've
it was
been your
bad. It wasn't
ideal
track 2. It was like
Nas album
4, I think.
in like you know what I mean in 2018.
Well,
Like, I'm curious.
I would like
Shot the Kid track 2.
nah.
No,
oh my
it-
bad. Maybe it's like track 4. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
one,
it was
there's
like
a
track
record.
4. I know. I
It
hear
was
it's like,
originally track 2.
The song with the Dream and Kanye.
I-
It was cringeworthy to me.
yeah.
It was cool.
I
There
like
was
the song itself, but Nas's part.
yeah, no. There's moments where I'm just like,
but-
oh, he's not doing well on this. For me though,
I
for,
think
like,
the closest to it was the Life Is Good joint. Like that shit smack. If I get some Life Is Good with some Hip Hop Is Dead, if I get some of that too, I think I'll be content as a Nas
so
fan.
let me see my.
what to answer because I want Nas to play the OG role and give me an OG album. You know what I mean? But I feel like this wasn't it. I don't want to hear about how Nas fucks girls. That's weird. You know what I mean? Like he's dad. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, he's
I
a
put him in
pops.
this position. Like
This wasn't Dad
I
Raps.
kind of wanted a 444 type album or a Life Is Good type album
Yeah.
from him, and I just kind of felt like we didn't get that. We got this braggadocious. I'm from New York. I'm a New York
Yeah.
rapper. You know what I mean? And it's like that's dope because that's what we love about Nas. But like where we place him and what I want to like, for example, like. The reason I didn't enjoy the Jay-Z Beyonce album as much is because it's like it's too braggy. It's too like coming off of 444. It's very like okay, you know what I mean?
Cool, yeah.
Like I don't want this for my
Especially
OGs.
from artists who we've come to know as very rich. You know what I mean? From
Yeah.
that, it's just like, all right, we get it. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
How do you feel about
You
that?
got hella
Rich?
money, fam. We know.
Well, to answer your question, also,
yeah,
like
yes.
reason why I can say I'm checking for a Nas album in 2018 and why his fans are one, it's
No, she said. She said, "What are you looking
What do you-
for?
yeah,
not
what
not
do you-
why."
Yeah, like,
oh.
what would you have expected out of this album?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Because this ain't it, but what would be it?
I expect poetic storytelling Nas is gonna bring me places in his raps. You know what I mean? That's gonna make me visualize things
Yeah,
in his raps. You know what I mean? Like Nas has a street prophet type of like
he does.
style to him where he just makes you visualize
Mhm.
really well. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for the lyricism. I was looking for and it was just lacking in a lot of that stuff. Like me personally, like Nas is either my number 1 or 2 favorite rapper. It switches between him and Pac all the time, just
Mhm.
because like what Nas's music has done for me, I can't say it'd be an understatement no matter what I say.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Absolutely.
Nas like grew me up. Like he felt like an older brother
Yeah.
all my life. You know what I mean?
Hence
So
why we want the OG
that's
album.
why I
from the
will
guy.
always
Yeah.
personally be checking for a Nas album. It's just on this album, one, it's too short.
You
the
were
7
saying
track
that
thing,
the whole time,
Like I
yeah.
said, it's
You
okay
just-
for Pusha. It's okay for them.
It just didn't work for you.
But for Nas, it's not okay.
And
I thought it wouldn't, and
especially
it
for a
didn't.
6-year wait. I
And
need
you've been
like
screaming this
12.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
only
need, like,
7
12
songs at the end of
least.
the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like some of his flows are definitely outdated. Like on the
Yeah.
first track, it's kind of like he's trying to rap slow with the Diddy "Hate Me Now" Part 2 type song that's on there. But it was just like you're kind of trying to bop your head, and it's like it grew on me a little bit.
Yeah, you-
so I
you
kinda
want
like
to.
it now.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, and also Nas is saying a bunch of like false things on that song.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, Fox News was started by a black dude. Also true. Like, it's not true. Then he said,
My nigga Rich with the fucking facts. You gonna leave me hanging?
It's just not.
He's spitting alternative
My fault.
facts.
And he says,
He's
J.
spitting
Edgar
alternative
Hoover
facts.
was black. I'm like, what?
You-
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
you know.
Alternative
he's just
facts,
saying
guys.
like things that's like.
So
He's
here's
trying to sound like a Hotep smart
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
here's my
just saying
theory
it's
It's
just
not
clearly
on these
wrong.
albums.
corny. Yeah, it's not the wave.
I feel like they were all done rather quickly in Wyoming, and I feel like that's
Because Kanye rushed his.
so I feel like of all the albums, Nas's album sounds the most rushed, and based off like how long he takes to make albums, I don't think he's a nigga who can make an album in 2 weeks.
I think Nas is bored of rapping personally. That's the album I was telling
That's what it
Louie,
sounded like.
Yeah.
This album sounds like Nas was like, nah, I don't really feel like making an album. And niggas was like, yo, you got these Kanye beats, Nas, get in there. Like Jungle's probably like, yo, you gotta get in the booth, Nas, nah,
Yo,
fuck that.
Nas, come on, yo,
All
yo,
right,
Nas.
fine. And this is what this album sounds like,
I mean,
honestly.
but if this is what his
It don't
all
got
right
that
fine,
heart that Nas albums usually have.
Yeah.
if this is what all right fine sounds like, if I have to wait to get another amazing album, I'll wait.
And he's rapping about like mad French food and wine and
That Bonjour
all
record's
this
tough
shit.
though. I'm gonna come clean. Bonjour's
He's
fire.
doing that throughout the album. I'm
Bonjour's
like, all right,
fire.
now they get it. He's like, yeah, creme brulee with the croissant.
I
Like,
mean,
all right, nah.
We love creme brulee.
but like you know, I like
Escargot.
something about
My
me.
God.
Something
My
about
nigga.
me seeing my street rappers grow into adults and
Adult street rappers.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like when
Yes.
Jay-Z started rapping about Basquiat, I'm like, oh, I see you, Jay. Like
this
I
is what you be rapping about now.
no
All
more,
right.
no more rapping about the bricks you lost. I like it.
Also,
Nah,
like,
he mentioned the bricks though.
Nah, he
still
did lose
mentions
them. He did lose
He still
them.
mentions them.
to what you said about
How
the
many bricks though? How
92.
many? There we go.
so what you said about the Khalees thing that also bothered me
Yeah.
personally because I didn't know about Carmen Bryan. That's his first daughter's mom,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
like it bothered
daughter's
me
our age.
because I was
And
telling y'all
she's
before.
dumb thick.
I was like,
Oof.
I'm still trying to figure
I
out
heard.
personally how a man could come back and rectify that sort of situation where you hit a woman. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I was like, if you're gonna attempt, the one way would be to own up to the mistake.
Absolutely.
One, don't just sit here, don't say shit.
Yeah.
Own up to the mistake and show that you're actually trying to be.
Show you
different.
can grow.
And the way Nas
Yeah.
could have did it was like, yo, the shit I've heard
Classic
from
Nas, classic Nas.
he
like,
could have told a
reflected.
story telling about how he's hitting a chick, and he could have made that shit dope.
But
Like,
really,
wow, Nas and a whole other storytelling. He could have did that.
So
He coulda-
here's
I agree with you.
Here's the thing: we're all in consensus that we feel like he made this album in the same span, the Wyoming sessions, right?
Yes.
It's
Felt
been
forced to.
said that Nas' album's been done. So let's say he actually just waits to address it on the album,
The actual his retirement
like
album,
the actual his.
which I
like,
would.
this
I
is the
think
album
next.
it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully that drops sometime soon. Because
Yeah.
again, there's the thing with the Khalees thing. Like, is
Yeah.
he gonna address it? And now that this is out, it feels like a slap in the face that he didn't address it. So it's just gonna fester and fester more. Like, there's gonna be
Yeah,
that
and
thing.
he's
But
not
do we
gonna,
feel like
like,
he'll address it on
that's
the
how he
album though?
is.
Based off
And that's
like
whack.
based off
Yeah.
like the track record of him not addressing the prior
Yeah.
accusations, I'm gonna assume he might not address it. But then,
won't.
but then again, like I'm not gonna put it past him because like it takes people time to grow up and own up to things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes
Like,
it takes time to even word the
it's
shit
not-
you want to say.
It's
yeah.
not the easiest to own up to things, especially as something as serious as hitting a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially someone with a daughter. So it's like, you know. So we'll see. But as far as like for me, like being a Nas fan, is like I'm not disappointed because I'm happy I got new music.
I'd give it a 7.5.
I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 too. But I don't want to give
It has
Nas
high
a 7.5 out of 10.
It has high points.
You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
not the rapper. Like I give niggas like Playboy Cardi 7.5 out of 10. Nas isn't a 7. You know what I mean?
For 6
Just
year
like
old.
just like with the
Flavor
Drake
Cardi.
thing.
You get what I'm
This is
saying,
not-
though. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No, but yeah, no, I get it.
He was awful
But I-
off an example, like a
But I
Lil
feel-
Xan or some
but
shit.
I feel like Playboy Cardi is like a sleeper in that sense, where it's like people like, oh, just because I guess he's like in that like bracket of like newer
Yeah.
rappers, people readily want to like give him like that 7. But I'm like, I think Playboy Cardi is a consistent.
Him and
9.
Tyler in the studio.
But you get what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah, no,
like
I
I don't
get
want.
it, yeah.
Ours tier of artists, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
give
Upper
just like it
echelon.
hurts me to be like I don't really love the Drake album. It hurts me to be
Yes.
like wow, like I really don't. Because again, if I made you my top 5, it goes yeah, it goes Hov, it goes Nas. Nas is
Yeah.
3. Because just like you, like growing up listening to Nas, I'm like wow, like he's incredible. He's one of the best rappers ever. So
Speaking
for
of
him to give me
Hov's
something
petty
lackluster,
Just bring up Hope's petty ass, dropping an album, Day of Nas's. Like,
did you
come on,
listen?
bro.
Did everyone listen to the Carter album?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, a few times.
You didn't?
A few times.
Have you?
Have you?
Lil
The,
Wayne, the
the
Carter?
no, the Jay-Z Beyonce album, the Carters.
Oh, the Carters. Oh, no.
No, really, why?
I
don't
guess
know,
we
I
can't
just-
really.
Jay-Z and Beyonce marketed together
Yeah.
does not appeal to me.
So
But I like them individually.
Yeah, let's
I
talk about
want
it
to
briefly. Let's
keep
go
I
for it.
want to keep Jay-Z and Beyonce
Separate.
away from the studio.
Yeah,
If Jay-Z's in the
like-
studio and Beyonce's there, just being there,
Yeah, like
awesome.
I love it when
Vice
they
versa,
do
yeah.
like I've loved like the previous singles that they've done together. Did I need a Jay-Z and Beyonce joint album?
No.
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 I think I'm happy that it happened how it happened because I didn't want to deal with the whole Twitter thing of leading up to it, the album
Yeah.
rollout. I'm so happy it came as a surprise because
Yeah.
that album rollout would have been kind of annoying. How
Yeah.
this argument would have been the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do we need this? Oh, we don't need this. The jokes would have been
I
cool,
just
but
think
you
he
know.
should have waited a week to drop it. Like, God damn it. Like, that's
Yeah.
fucked up. I don't care. In the way it looks, like Jay-Z's
Yeah.
smart enough to know
Yeah.
Jay-Z Nas. You already know.
Like,
No,
you know when
it-
Nas
it-
is dropping.
Look.
It
Yeah.
definitely looked.
Like-
It definitely looked calculated. And
Yeah.
let's be real,
Come
Jay Z and Beyonce are probably the most calculated human beings
Nas's
to walk
brother,
this
like,
fucking
threw a
planet.
shot, too, on Instagram. It was
Yeah.
funny.
I mean, musically, it's cool if you like when if you like when Jay Z and Beyonce make music together. This album's for you.
Yes.
Now, if you're like me, who's been screaming, like I don't think like if we went down all their records,
I don't like them together.
Dangerously
like
in
that.
Love, poppin'. Fucking 03 Bonnie and Clyde, cool.
Ooh, nah,
I
that's
think it's the other way around
love
for
it.
me personally.
But like, so then fast forward, the Hollywood trash,
Oh,
On the
awful.
Run.
There's
on
there's
the
a
run.
on the
I
on
was kind
I don't give
of.
a- that shit's garbage.
yeah, like I could. I'm telling you, it's completely.
Family Feud's
like,
dope, but like Beyonce's minimally
That's
on
just,
it.
like, on the
Lift
beat.
Off is one of the worst fucking records
Lift Off.
I've ever heard in my
Oh,
life.
That's what I was getting to in my head. I was like,
Wait,
what?
wait,
Nah, as an
no.
intro,
No,
this
No,
is
no.
the intro.
If Lift Off was
What
a
do you like
Nah,
about
this
Beyonce,
is the second song, right?
if Lift Off was a Beyonce record with no
Hope's
Jay
verse
Z and
was
Kanye,
terrible on that.
if it was just a Beyonce record,
Yeah,
powerful.
perfect.
But the fact that it's a Jay Z record
Yeah,
with
Jay-Z
Beyonce,
and Kanye kill it.
No, I think it held its
Lift
place.
Off.
I think it held its place in the album, and I love the segue into the second half. You know, Beyonce did her thing on the vocals.
no, that beats.
She
Yeah,
did
I
her
it
thing
wish-
was
on the
all of it. It was
vocals.
I
good.
wish Lift Off was Beyonce's record.
Yeah.
I really wish it was nothing but Beyonce, and that's how I feel with a lot of
Yeah.
Jay Z Beyonce records. I'm like, oh, this is like Drunken Love, right? phenomenal Beyonce record. But Jay-Z does this thing where he raps on it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't need this. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, there's a lot of times where, like, I'm enjoying a Beyonce record. I'm like, shit.
It's like when J.O.O.D hops on R&B joints. Like, we don't need that.
Drunken Love was bad.
No. Beyonce part on it was fire.
But I'm saying that example.
Exactly. Like, yo, I be at the event, wild drunk, got a girl on me. I'm like, and then
pussy like Mike.
And I'm like, ooh. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, that.
You know what I mean? It's very forced, I feel like, because, you know, they're the most popular couple on the fucking planet, so I understand why they're doing this, and it obviously their tour sells. I get it, I understand that, but it's just like, I just want to keep them away from each other. I love Beyonce, I love Jay-Z. Do I love them together musically? No. Not really. And I'll argue that I feel like I'll take 7 more 2088 projects before I take another project from the
But they also did address like the whole, you know how the Beyonce solo album and then Jay solo album. It completed that little trilogy
play.
thing.
This was a play.
Yeah, it was definitely like calculated.
This is the finale to the play that we've been into, and
we get the conclusion here. Okay, that's cool.
But did we need the conclusion? They have twins. We
know they're
good.
The conclusion.
We know they're good.
They're still together. We assume the conclusion.
Storyline too.
Yeah,
we know they're good. We know
Jay-Z cheated or whatever.
Jay-Z cheated, and you know what I mean. It is what it is. But
we just get more context now.
I am happy that it came and went.
Yeah,
because I didn't think I'd escape it.
Yeah,
but like it's kind of like the Drake thing. If you like Jay-Z and Beyonce music together, this album's for you.
Yeah, that's it.
But for me,
it was good. It happened, but you know, we don't. It's cool.
So what do you think of this pattern where it's like all of these artists are releasing music where it's just kind of like if you already like where it's like it seems like everyone is just collectively flatlining.
It's a good question.
I think that says a lot about like how digestible music is right now, because it's like I feel like the reason music is like this right now is because like. For example, Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped an album 2 weeks ago, and we're already like, okay, well, what's next?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I feel like music now is made for the moment.
Though. Everything comes and goes. Really.
But like, I think it's really a lot with it's because of Twitter. I feel like music is very like this is here.
I think especially the past year, 2 years, like 2017 was phenomenal. Like we got back to back like artists that we love just dropping shit.
Yeah.
Now 2018 is doing the similar thing. I think. At this point, are we just tired as listeners? Where we keep getting
I'm tired. I don't want another album next week.
Back to back of
no
our
one
favorite
dropped next
artists.
week. No one dropped next week.
Because ASAP Rocky dropped, and we were like, all right, okay. Like we've been waiting for that shit.
Nigga,
but then
I'm
he
tired.
dropped, and we're just like, all right, okay. Like all these artists are just dropping, but I think it's like, we're just tired. I think
that, and I just feel like the music isn't sticking.
Listeners fatigue.
Yeah, for example, like I listen to like when I hop in the shower.
Oh yeah,
I listen to Daytona.
Yeah,
when I work at work, I listen to Daytona. So it's like I feel like the music isn't sticking as much as it should. But when there's, for example, Flower Boy, I'm still listening to it because it's stuck. Or the Kids See Ghosts, it's stuck. I feel like our favorites are giving us music for the moment, and because of the way streaming is, these niggas are going like fucking triple platinum in 17 seconds.
They getting that money.
Yeah, so it's like
it's not as much as they would have if it was solid like sales, but still. Streams,
I feel like no one's trying to make music that's gonna last, and I feel like they're just trying to make music for the moment.
Yeah,
and it's cool until like I get a Flower Boy and I'm like I'm not listening to anything because Flower Boy exists, or when Jaden Smith gives a Sire because it's like I'm not listening to it because Jaden Smith just dropped this fucking amazing project.
He's also dropping too, like next week.
No, he's dropping an electric album on my birthday.
Yeah,
Sire.
No, isn't it?
It's Sire.
Sire?
Yeah.
Eris. I thought it was Eris.
Nah, that's later.
Later? Yeah. I thought it was like July.
He said July 8th we get the electronic album.
Oh, okay.
Yo, my nigga, I know what drops on my birthday. By the way, me and Jaden Smith share a birthday. Cancer Gang, we here.
That's still a project though.
Me and Mariah Carey share a birthday.
Do you really?
Yes.
That explains a lot. Mariah Carey. That explains everything.
Two powerful, impactful women.
Hey.
Delicious.
So yeah, we're just it's just a lot happening back to back.
I don't want music for moments from my favorite people.
Yes,
continue.
And they're adjusting. Yeah.
But that brings me into my next question. You know, it's 2018. Mm-hmm. We've seen the way that like you know what I mean, like hip hop has evolved and changed like in the 2010s. We're literally in 2 years we're about to enter a whole new decade. Where do we think music is going?
I think.
Sonically,
I feel like sonically hip hop's going into an incredible place. Yeah. Just like always, there's always the niggas that are great, the niggas who aren't. But I feel like sonically, the way music is made right now, the way it sounds, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. What do we think 2020's music is gonna sound like?
Definitely more.
I think it's gonna be Calypso.
That's hard to answer.
I think Drake's gonna drop a Calypso album in 2020.
Who wouldn't know shit sounded like this in 05? You know what I mean? Like,
I think we're gonna go more into the like. I feel like music's gonna like hip hop's gonna be very experimental. Like it is right. Only certain artists right now are doing experimental music, and that's why they stand up. But I feel like in 2020 everything's gonna sound like that.
Okay.
And then like 2023 niggas gonna be like, all right, it's time to go back to the roots of this hip hop thing, and niggas gonna rap it. You know what I mean?
2022, look at that last Drake album. That's still a Drake album. We're still listening. And everyone's like, oh shit, classic. It's 2022.
It's hard. It's hard to figure out though, because Pharrell says hip hop changes like every 4 years sonically. So it's like I don't know what it's gonna sound
That's
like.
a fair argument.
I would say because I would say 4 years ago like trap was running everything.
Yeah.
4 years prior to that, it was very like snap. You know what I mean? Like it's very like he's right, but I don't know, man. Hopefully by 2020, Sway Lee's the biggest thing in the world, and Slim Jimmy gives us his follow up to his classic album.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, Slim Jimmy still has like one of my favorite albums of the year.
Yeah, I fuck with that album.
Like we got
Schmacks.
We gotta point that out. But like Slim Jimmy still has one of like the best albums.
Swaycation can go somewhere, but I do really like
I love Swaycation, dog.
album.
It's a mood. It's like the A side B side joint. It's like it's a mood, you know.
For me, it kind of came and went. A couple of songs stayed.
But I feel like that's everything right now. Like all these projects. You know what it is though? I feel like every artist wants to drop in the motherfucking summer and on the road to summer. Like, but when we get to December, who's gonna be dropped? Everyone dropped.
Yeah, but I want Race Summer to drop in the summer.
No,
like,
I do as well.
So like,
yeah, they were already
let me
ready
see,
for us.
Who could have waited? That I'm thinking of. I'm like, who?
I think Drake could have waited.
Drake can always.
I think he could have waited to freaking October when it's Scorpio season.
This album was kind of dark
I mean,
sounding. It wasn't really summer vibe.
But it kind of had to come in, like, you know what I mean, with like Pusha like coming in, you know. What I mean?
Well, he announced his date before the Good
already-
Music joints
he
too.
already
It was
did.
always June.
That
Yeah.
damn Pusha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Pusha could have dropped in the winter because of that. I want to wear Tim's when I listen to Daytona and stomp a nigga out. But it's cool for the summer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. It works. It definitely
works.
works.
What are we looking forward to? Like before we wrap up, we have 10 more
Yeah.
minutes. What is the album from the artist you are looking forward to? Like we're knee deep into the year. For me, I'm looking really forward to Gambino's album.
I don't even know.
This Is
anymore,
America
dog.
was dope,
No.
and that's record he did on
I
SNL
didn't like
sounds
This Is
phenomenal.
America.
Really?
Yeah,
I actually didn't like it.
The video's dope.
I'm still excited for
I
more
didn't like that
Gambino.
either.
I just didn't like the song. I just like, all right, cool, what happened. I'm just excited that there's more Gambino coming because
Okay.
it was like talks about him retiring.
Retiring, yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, he's busy doing shit. He can retire, whatever. But now he's giving more. I'm like, oh, okay. What's gonna happen now?
I would say for me, Gambino.
Yeah, I like
and-
Gambino for one. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
know.
he stole that song.
Who am I trying-
I heard the song. I hear
don't
like
know, man.
similarities,
I
but I
heard
don't
the
think he
song,
stole
too.
He
it.
didn't steal the
Yeah.
whole song, obviously.
Nah.
They changed it, but they definitely stole like the cadence. They
But
stole, like,
apparently,
the
This Is
flow. They
America
stole-
was done 3 years ago.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, I have the Pro
That's
Tools
what,
file.
yeah,
to
that's
prove
what
it all.
the.
I'm gonna
the
believe
Carfax,
that someone
apparently,
as
yeah.
calculated as Gambino does his music early. Like I don't think it's a.
Yeah.
But I mean, he said it, but he didn't put it out.
And I
Me,
saw-
I would have put the proof out off rip.
And I
just
tried-
Yeah,
to
just
let
like
everyone
here.
know.
The
He said,
track
I
he
have it.
the track he copied
Like-
wasn't that good.
Yeah, that's not the point though. I'm just saying. Like,
I'm just I don't know.
I definitely
listen
hear
to
it.
the track and I do
It's,
hear
it's like the
you.
Drake
I
thing. It's like the
definitely
Drake
hear
thing. If the reference track sounds so much not as good as the regular one we got, then you know, like, how mad are we? Huh?
You know, but you know, I
Like
do
the
think
concept is bad, but like, how
still,
mad can
like,
we
he-
be?
It's still upsetting, you know. I guess like thinking about myself,
Yeah,
like as an
like, I'm
artist, if
upset,
someone
but,
mad
you
my
know,
shit, I would be.
I'd
mad.
be,
Just
Oh,
I'd be
I'd
high
be
key upset.
heated.
Yeah, like the
resource,
flow, the subject matter. all
But
of
then
that
if they
stuff.
look at
the-
me, I'm just
the
like,
reference
okay,
track
it's my turn
isn't
now.
as-
Yeah.
I'd be heated if I was homie, but it's like I don't know. Like I don't. We need to Gambino himself to address it. But like, does it look?
Yeah.
The debate was never which song was better.
Does it look fishy? It does.
It does look fishy.
It does
yeah.
look fishy. But like,
I'm still excited for more music.
there's so many moments in hip hop
Yeah.
where it's like this sounds like this local nigga's record who has 2,000 plays. So it's like, who knows?
I heard that ad lib before.
You know? Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing, but I'm excited for Gambino to drop.
Gambino would be cool.
I'm excited for I don't know if Ty Dolla Sign's dropping an album this year, but he needs to.
The way he's going, he probably is. At least the EP with all these EPs, you know.
Oh, we forgot to even talk about it. Chance is doing an album with Kanye. Is
Chance
that
and
what's going
Gambino.
on? Is
Is
that
it
what?
Chance and
Seven
Kanye?
track album. yeah.
Really?
Apparently, Chance is doing a 7-track Kanye produced.
He also
album.
talked about the joint with Gambino too. Yeah, so
He
there's
keep
2
it.
Chance albums coming. Yeah.
That's like too many.
But there's 2 Gambino albums coming.
That's like one more album that I don't need from. Yo, I think
know, I don't need
I
it
think
either.
it's time for us to wake up and smell the coffee. Chance the Rapper is not that good.
I never thought he was.
No. And me and you have, but
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
just-
called it a day after acid rap.
like we need to
gonna
like
be
we need to
completely
like really
honest.
sit.
We were even haphazard to jump on the wave. We were just like, all right,
I was
we'll
always
pay
like,
attention.
I
We'll
was
pay
always
attention.
like, y'all sure?
yeah,
This is
like,
it?
is this what we doing?
I was just kind of like, you know, like Chance the Rapper, like you do you over there.
Yeah, I'll pay
But
attention.
like years later, right? Like now he's on the he's still a big deal. I think it's time we admit that
Yeah, like I enjoy his.
I mean,
I
let's see
enjoy
what a
his
Kanye
quirky
thing
delivery.
sounds
Yeah,
like, I love
with the
sound of
Kanye
his
joint,
voice and,
yeah.
like all of that. But like,
He just
I am totally fine with never listening.
he's a
to
great
Chance the
artist.
Rapper
It's just
ever
not.
again.
Is he?
He's
I-
the artistry is there. It's just not.
it?
It is. He can definitely form these musical things together
Can
that
he?
sound great, but it's just like it just doesn't click for us.
I think it all goes to the fact that he's not a good rapper.
That's
one.
what it is. It's
Two,
not it's the rapping and the words.
His
It's
flows,
just like
his flow's really
okay,
annoying.
cool.
And 3, I just feel like he has been spoon fed to us for us to love him.
Yes.
And it's just like I don't like from day one. I remember everyone was like, "Acid Rap's the
Yeah.
greatest project ever." I'm like, "Oh, it's cool as fuck," but like
I
it's
don't
not that
I
great.
don't fuck with the Negro spirituals.
Yeah, I don't either. And it's
It's just whack.
and there's
I don't know.
moment
Is he
there's
a rapper? Like, for real?
there's moments of greatness with them. Like obviously,
Yeah,
Ultra
like, he's a
Being,
great artist.
Acid Rap has some incredible
Yeah.
records. No Problem because that 2 Chainz verse was dope.
That
but-
Coloring Book was whack.
Oh, now Coloring was
I heard
awful.
Coloring Book
But
was
hey,
hard
we got a
verses.
really good 2 Chainz verse, so we
Yeah.
cannot
I
bypass this.
forget, honestly.
Take my shirt off. Are there, like,
Heard the album like once, twice.
P-
I was done.
like PD Pablo, nigga. Like we got a PD Pablo reference in 2016. 2 Chainz, thank you. But
I like some more 2 Chainz. I take more 2 Chainz.
I think
because
2
I
Chainz-
feel like he's kind of the last few he's dropped hasn't really clicked with me, so I would take another one to give me another chance.
I think 2 Chainz needs
I'd
to
take
just
more
drop a
2
project
Chainz.
every day. I can listen to that nigga
I don't know
rap all
about
the time.
that,
Nah,
but I'll
you
take
not
another
even
2 Chainz. Yeah, that's what I'll be excited for. How about
What are you looking
guys?
forward to? It doesn't have to be hip hop. Like
Nah,
musically,
like,
like what do you want?
Yeah.
In general, like again, I am gonna talk about hip hop just in general. I think I'm definitely checking more for like the ladies, just seeing like what I mean, who could potentially like have next. City Girls.
Yeah, it's coming.
definitely.
It's coming.
Yeah,
Y'all should listen to Period. Period is good.
I'm gonna check her. I'm gonna check it
City
out.
Girls.
Um,
period.
Let me see. I'm looking forward to more Rico Nasty.
Yeah, her album drops
Yeah.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
I like Rico. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, I think definitely looking more like I guess towards the women, and until like
Yeah.
I guess like male artists are putting more exciting work, then maybe I'll like turn my eyes.
I
over
can
there.
I can agree with
Hopefully.
that.
How about
Rich,
you, Rich?
anything you're looking forward to?
No,
New Troy Ave project?
no, I'm not looking forward to anything.
So,
to be honest,
I'll place in there and say
And
the internet.
the
is
reason why I
dropping.
say
Oh yeah, that's this month, next month. I'm really excited for that.
What
anyways,
was
and
in
the
Rich
reason
though?
why I say that is just because I'm good with what I got. I'm not
Yeah.
that person that like I need another album right now. Like,
No. I'm not
kinda
saying
cool
I'm not saying
with-
album you need. I'm saying
Yeah, but
like
I'm saying, you know how people are.
No,
like,
yeah.
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 album drops 2 days later. Where's the next one? Like me personally, like I have my artists that I like, but I don't.
Yeah.
If they want to drop that, I'm gonna listen. That's great.
It's halfway through the
But
year. You got what
I'm
you
not
needed so far.
anticipating anything
Yeah.
personally.
Okay.
like-
I think I think there's a lot of music right now to consume because I still don't know the words to like any of these albums that I like. You know what I mean? Like
I know some.
Besides
but, you
Daytona.
know, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a good one. Yeah, that internet album, like I mentioned.
I'm
is
so
dropping.
excited for that
Excited
album.
for
I
that
forgot
one.
that it was. I'm
I'm
like
excited.
really happy again. I actually
That's
made
like next
Louie.
week too, right?
Nah, they're like July
Oh, like
20th.
mid-July? Oh, late July. Yeah,
They
yeah,
they
yeah,
dro-
yeah.
like we'll be in
That's
Atlanta
right,
when they
yeah,
drop.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yes. But yeah,
When
yeah,
you guys
you
doing in
he made me
Atlanta?
more excited
Dope
because
dope
Yep.
concepts.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Come.
Yeah, for sure.
When is it? What date?
July 20th.
Got a good
You
amount
know,
of events in
July
July.
20th is the
So I
day
gotta
that
work.
like I end my
Stop.
contract at my day
Rich.
job, so
Come.
might just be a move.
I'd be missing a whole
ATL.
check if I did that. I can't do that.
Oh, that's true.
Now I'm gonna be
That's
honest with
true.
you. No, July's looking like a great month for the Daily Note. We
got
off
mad
off
shit
the
in
off the
July.
top of my head, we have 4 events
Yeah, like in a 2
in a
week
row.
span.
Yeah. But that's how last year's July was too.
Yeah, we're busy. In,
Yo,
we like to
I-
be busy in July.
I always
July,
lo-
August, we're busy.
I always low key say July's my favorite month of the
we
year.
be busy, dog. Because
And my
we have
birthday's
a
in July.
poetry show coming July 10th.
July 10th,
And then July 17th, we have.
a show,
Yes, we have a show.
and then July 20th we have a show.
Yes, we have a show.
You'll
And
get that
then
announcement soon.
You.
Yeah,
And
exciting
then
times.
Oh,
we're in Foo Fest as well. We're also involved in Foo Fest in August.
Oh, can we announce that?
It's already announced.
Oh yeah. You know we out here, Food Fest, gang. Foolish Hearts is on that.
Yeah, we're in Foo Fest, Foolish Heart, Mizuchi, and Foo Fest. You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, but
Yeah, we got a busy summer lined up.
it's been a good year for everything right now.
Yeah.
What is so with the last few minutes, what's something people should be listening to right now that kind of came and went? Like I feel like there's been a lot of like low key projects from low key artists that's dropped, and it's like, oh, niggas ain't really fucking with this as much as they should.
Okay, that's a good
Do you
question. Yeah, I'm still preaching for that Saba album.
I knew you were
that's
gonna
a
say
really
that,
good
yeah.
album, dog. I feel like people should really look back at that, or if they haven't heard of it yet, check out Saba Care for Me.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm sticking with that, dog.
Yeah.
Anything that dropped that you feel like people should be listening to more?
I'm gonna say P2 still, cause that's my Nas album right there.
What is it?
P2.
Yeah,
All right.
Dave East. That's my Nas album.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
okay.
That's what I
I'm
wanted
drawing
out
a
of a
blank.
Nas album.
You're drawing a blank.
Yes.
I think people should go back to Flower Boy and listen to it more.
I
Nick,
still listen
not
to
even
Flower
this year?
Boy.
Huh? This year?
End of last year?
I mean,
That was last year.
Yeah, end of last year.
this
yeah.
year. Hold on.
No,
Wait, what?
nothing?
Flower Boy?
Now let me look at like.
Oh yeah, like what is he feeling for this year? Because Flower Boy was
Actually,
like
no,
last year. Yeah, the
actually,
end
no,
of
I
last
do
year.
have an album now that I think about it. That Kali Uchis project.
That shit's fire.
Yeah,
That was kind of overlooked low key, but it's definitely fire.
a
Yeah.
little bit.
I'm gonna say the Valet project.
Okay.
I think that project is really dope. I think it kind of started the good Sci-Hi and Valet started the good music drops low key. And
Yeah.
I actually tweeted this like good music's having a dope run.
That's fair.
I like Valet. He's about to go on tour with Pusha.
Yeah.
He has a fucking amazing record with Jeremiah out right now. So I'm really checking for him. Z Money
I'll give that
dropped
another
the
listen.
joint with chase the money ZTM. That shit's fire. So I'm really looking for I'm really liking the Chicago scene right now.
Okay. That's fair.
That Kali Uchis project's dope. That Georgia Smith album's fucking amazing.
I haven't listened to it.
Yo.
Around the same time, Alina Beres.
Ah, okay.
That's an album that was also
That
overlooked.
Georgia Smith
Yeah.
album's dope. Like,
that one's good too, though.
like, I knew I was gonna like her because like I just think her face is yummy. But like, the fact that her music is like better. Oh my god! Like I didn't expect her music to be as good. Her and Kali Uchis low key dropped great albums.
yeah.
They
Same
did.
time.
Isolation
Right
is
there.
incredible. I don't know if you guys are checking for Kali Uchis. A lot of my friends don't like her yet.
I don't know. What
I
that
don't know
is.
why.
Kali Uchis is this beautiful Colombian
Like
singer.
even with Por Vida, it was like there was half of it that was like, all right, this
Por
isn't for me.
Vito wasn't it?
Half of it wasn't for me, but half of it's like, okay, I see where this is going.
Isolation though.
I see where this is going.
I feel like, yeah,
Isolation's
I feel like
way
Isolation
better,
was
yeah.
like a more like personal
Yes.
portrait where
Yeah.
we're really getting to know Kali Uchis.
Por Vida was like, hey, I can sing. I'm gonna sing about this stuff. But
Yeah.
then, Isolation was like, hey, I'm an artist. Yeah.
I like I think that's what you should be listening to. I think we should
Yeah,
I
makes
think
sense.
people should go back and listen to that.
That's
Nipsey Hussle's album's pretty good. I think
forgot
people
that
should listen
happened.
to it.
I forgot that happened. Yeah, I gotta take a look at that.
And
one again.
and he smacked the shit out of someone recently. So
Yeah.
you know he lives his raps. So.
Sonic rings.
There you go. I guess that closes us off for
Yeah.
today's show.
Yeah, that sounds-
So I'll see you guys tomorrow at Day Chill if you're going. If you didn't get your ticket, haha.
I'll be at work.
Wah, wah.
Womp, womp, womp.
Per
I don't
u-
work at Subway this year.
Yo, thank God, bro.
Jesus.
Per usual, shout out to BOA Studio. Shout out to Yolibel for being here today.
Facts.
Thank you
Thank you
for like
Thank you,
randomly
guys.
pulling up on us.
It is a pleasure to be here.
For sure. For Any
Shout
sponsors
out
for today?
of course. Shout out to my tattoo artist Jesus Marmel, aka Tattoo Jesus, on all the social medias.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much almost done with my full sleeve. Go get tatted.
Make my whole body. Wiz Khalifa's dropping soon. I'm
Oh,
excited for
rolling
that.
papers too. Yeah,
and that Wiz Khalifa
Yeah.
and Currency.
Snore.
Oh, I'm here for that.
Well,
Whatever.
I'm here for the Currency and Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. The rolling papers too. Like, snore. Why did you make me
Like
sue
I
out
don't,
of that
I don't
album?
like the fact that it's Rolling Papers 2. I'm not like, all right, whatever.
Oh,
but
okay.
the Wiz I've been hearing, I'm like, all right, I'm
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm a little
Wiz was
excited.
one of those artists that no matter how I feel about his last project, whenever he announces, since I like him so much as a
Yeah.
human being, I'm always going to listen to it.
Nah, but I heard the clips of what he's dropping now. I'm like, oh, I'm
I
excited.
lost interest in
His
I'm here for
form,
this.
his formula is
I forgot
very
one.
simple. As long as he
Yeah.
gives us really great production and raps about weed in a cool way,
That's all I
I'm
need.
good. Also,
It just sounds.
I don't know, something
cool.
about Wiz Khalifa. He just, I feel like he just has good energy, and his music is gonna be
Yeah.
that. And I feel like right now he's in the best place he's ever been in his
So
life.
those two, I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to.
I'm looking forward to 2009
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's the one too.
19.
No, that's coming. Like, when's that coming?
2009.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh.
No,
fall
yeah, no. It's called
2009.
2009. Yeah. It's
I don't know.
coming- it's coming when it comes.
Pro-
I guess.
no, on Currency and Wiz probably like before the summer ends, like August. Something to smoke out to
Yeah, probably.
if you're into that, because I don't smoke, mom. Ah. All right, but you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys tomorrow at Day Trail. If there's other options as well. We didn't make it. Day Trail's also happening. You can go there.
We didn't
Shout out
make
to
it.
Zeze.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
Shout out to Z100 one
Yeah,
time.
for sure. Got
Fucking happy birthday, DJ Diamond. Your birthday was Thursday,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
deserves a happy
yeah.
birthday. Shout out, happy birthday, my
No,
nigga DJ
it.
Diamond.
Yeah.
And shout out to Providence.
Shout
Per-
out to Broken Monuments, Fernando.
Fernando,
Yeah, it was
what
a good
up?
month. It was a good month. For
It's been an
Providence.
incredible month, and it's only
I feel
gonna
like
get
June
better.
is always cool, especially
June,
because of
'cause of
PVD,
PVD
Fest,
Fest. We
and
get
then
the-
day trail season
Yeah,
coming in,
man.
and then it's just a cool time.
And shout out to it being good weather because women are wearing less, and it's a great time. It's a great time.
It's gonna
to
be
like-
80s.
Going
It's gonna be
out
80s, 90s
Ah.
the
I'm
next
about
few
to go out tonight. I'm about to wear a lot less than what I have on right now.
Ah.
days. Day trail season.
You guys
That's
have
it.
a beautiful night though. Have a good night.
Facts.